Hey everybody, and thank you for tuning in to the Good Guys Talk Show. I'm Joey Leo Jr.
And I'm Cheeks.
And we're here today to talk to you about a few different topics. We're going to talk to you about actually a couple really good facts. Vodka, we're going to be talking about that. Do you have anything specific you want to talk about?
Would you say vodka?
Vodka?
Oh, I haven't been drinking. Okay. Vodka.
Vodka.
Okay,
yes.
That's right.
Yep.
That sounds like a great topic.
It's actually very interesting.
So that might tie in with a little food kind of discussion that we'll talk after the vodka, because then we'll probably be hungry after we have a drink.
Sure. And we'll also be talking to you about a few trending things that's going to be coming up. Some movies.
Movies. Everyone's loving our talk about movies.
Our movies. And some entertainment things. What's going on with a few stars that's in the news today and stuff like that. So let's start.
Okay, so what's this vodka talk you're talking about?
Okay, well, there's a number of different vodkas out there, people. Iceberg Vodka is one of them, and it's made in Canada.
Canadian vodka.
Canadian vodka. It's actually made in Newfoundland, St. John's, Newfoundland.
Most people didn't know that.
I actually didn't know that. I thought it was actually
didn't really
made
know that
overseas.
either.
I actually thought it was like Russian or something, or like Greenland or Iceland somewhere. But actually, no. Iceberg Vodka is made in Newfoundland.
Now, when you said the name Iceberg Vodka,
That's the
we
name
just
of-
thought it's a catchy name to get advertising, like all these other crazy names for vodka.
Yeah.
So, what's with Iceberg Vodka?
So the actual thing about this, they get a permit once a year to go out, and a big chunk of iceberg floats down from the Arctic, okay? And it takes about 5 years for a big chunk like that to float down to hit Newfoundland. 5 years.
Okay.
So, and it's huge, it's massive. So then what they do is they go there and they are allowed to harvest it. They harvest the middle of it. They get no salt water on it. They harvest the middle of it. They have enough from the iceberg to harvest for the entire year.
And they're going to use that.
And they use that millions of years old iceberg water in
the vodka.
In the vodka. They purify it and they distill it and whatever. So when they say iceberg vodka, it is made of icebergs.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
I can't believe that. I never knew that. They're actually water from an iceberg.
It is actually amazing. I think
So
I'm
now
gonna
you're
buy
kind of
that all
hooked
the
on,
time.
if you're going to ever try vodka, you'd want to try iceberg vodka.
Yeah, I would want something millions of years old inside of me.
Wow, that's kind of a cool tidbit.
It is. So what do you have for us today?
Well, I was just thinking, I have a lot of discussions on food and snack. And just recently they were talking about how breakfast cereals, everybody loves breakfast cereals. Did you know that sales have been lagging over the last few years?
No way.
Declining. We're obviously more educated nowadays.
Yeah.
And we don't
sure.
want our children to actually be like what we were like in the 80s, eating all those crazy cereals with all the glowing sugar-coated cereals that were so cool. We loved them, but they probably weren't that great for us, right?
Blueberry, Frankenberry.
Exactly. Blueberry. Everyone remembers Blueberry and all those funky color cereals,
They
the
were
marshmallows.
awesome. Yeah.
They're all shaped and everything, and you pick them out. Lucky Charms.
Yeah, Lucky Charms.
You can't get enough of those Lucky Charms.
Yeah. But actually with Lucky Charms, they're not colored. It's only the marshmallows that colored, right? So actually Lucky Charms is smart that way.
Yeah, I guess.
And they're made of whole wheat too.
It's just the colors, though.
Yeah.
They're getting rid of those because they're not very good for us. They're trying to get people to eat healthier.
Right.
So Trix, let's say example for Trix cereal. This is General Mills. Their new natural colors were dubbed disgusting recently by cereal-loving Twitter users, and this was just in the news. They were just talking about what are they going to do to change their recipe to make it more natural. So basically, they changed the coloring, and they're using like fruit and vegetable additives, so it's a natural color.
Very interesting.
But the problem, what happened, is they don't look very good anymore. The colors are duller because they're using natural dyes.
Yeah.
A lot of people want the crazy glow-in-the-dark cereal, those pop-in colors. So that's what happened in the news. So with the cereal, they're losing ground. The sales are lagging, and what are they going to do to bring it up?
Wow.
So just as a new thing, General Mills actually came out with their first new cereal in something like 25 years. It was the last time General Mills introduced a new cereal brand. And
wow.
Have you heard of the new cereal brand that they came out with? It's called Tiny Toast.
Tiny Toast.
Tiny Toast. We heard from several consumers that the blueberry Tiny Toast tastes like a blueberry muffin.
Interesting.
So they're trying to get that healthy breakfast kind of.
Right? Yeah.
So they all this breakfast cereals that have oatmeal and the bars and everything, that's
Right.
on the rise, and they want a piece of it.
Now, didn't you say something else to me, Cheeks, about something opening up in New York?
Another cool thing about cereal. So Kellogg's has opened its first cereal cafe.
Wow.
In
Where?
New York
New
City.
York, right? Yeah.
1600 Broadway in the heart of Times Square.
Now, all you out there, if you're from New York, go check this place out. Sounds really interesting.
Yeah, you can just go to kellogg'snyc.com and you'll see it says first come, first served. And there's a menu here. And,
We have a menu.
yeah, and so they have like different themes, which is kind of cool. One of them is called Be Bold. So they have different cereals, but they mix in the theme of that cereal. So I'll give you an example.
Wow.
Not your average bowl of cereal. For $5, you get a bowl called S'mores.
S'mores.
Now, what would you think that would be?
It'd be marshmallow, chocolate,
Marshmallows,
graham cracker.
Graham crackers, dark chocolate chips, and
Frosted Flakes?
Frosted Flakes. Because
Get
they're
outta here.
great.
Frosted Flakes and s'mores. Eh?
That's
pretty
their
interesting.
cereal. And they
That's
also
pretty cool.
have
That's pretty cool.
birthday cake, which is frosted flakes,
Wow.
yellow cake mix, vanilla syrup, and rainbow sprinkles.
Now, I don't know how healthy that one would be, but I know a lot of these companies are going healthier, right? I mean, most of them are going, with the grains and stuff like that, and they are getting healthier. So I'm sure, and Kellogg's, that's a pretty big name, and if anything, they're going to go pretty healthy. So, I mean, if I'm ever in New York there, I'm going to definitely go and check this place out.
Yeah, so I guess that's it. Consumers increasingly want their ingredient list for their cereal to look like what they pull out of their pantry.
Right.
So, they're trying to take out things like they have red number 40, yellow number 6, and blue number 1, and other artificial dyes that are common.
Those dyes are just not good for you.
And these have been in kids' cereals so long, and we never thought twice about it because we neglected that they tasted good, and we neglected what they were actually doing to us, probably.
Yeah.
And we just pass it by.
But you know what? We said the same thing in our last show. We didn't think when we were kids that we were drinking out of hoses, right? And now the kids, they don't drink out of hoses because they say, it tastes funny
you
or
can't
whatever.
do that. You're going to get sick or something.
There's come on, really? I mean, we're not going to be putting on a purifier at the end of our hose to drink it or whatever. But all right, let's go to a new topic. How about new trends coming up?
New trends. Well, this is like a fashion thing.
Okay.
And it's kind of retro, too.
All right.
Because we love retro.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
Did you know that fanny packs are back?
Fanny packs are back. Fanny packs are back. To me, they've never been out of style.
That's crazy.
That's absolutely
That's funny. It's like just saying fanny packs.
Fanny packs.
Now, how did fanny packs get their name? Well, they were originally worn around your waist.
Yeah.
And in the back above your rear.
Yeah,
So-
they were always turned the opposite way, but now we carry them in the
carry
front
them there.
because
We
we
wanna
don't
be-
want people picking them, right?
Yeah,
so
we
that's
want
why
to be
we carry
nice
them
and
around
close.
the front, right?
And it takes the distraction from your belly.
Yeah, there you go, right? When you have a big belly like we do, it's like, it takes it away.
Why do we say that they're back? Well, we know when celebrities, and we're always watching this, I don't know why, but when a celebrity wears something or has a special tattoo or they're doing whatever, they hint that this is a new thing and we got to get on board. Well, not necessarily, but in the news recently, Kendall Jenner, your Kardashians, your love of the Kardashians.
There you go.
So
Back in the news again.
She was wearing a Louis Vuitton, is that right? Louis Vuitton fanny pack.
Yeah.
And someone took a picture of her in New York City, and that's all over the news. Like, what, fanny packs are back?
Wow.
And designers apparently are trying to bring back the fanny pack. Like
so you were saying like
Gucci.
Gucci.
Gucci was wearing them.
And I'm sure not just Gucci. I'm sure everybody's going to be putting it out. If Louis Vuitton's putting them out, everybody's going to be putting them out.
I don't even know where to get a fanny pack now. Where
so
do you
Michael
get one?
Kors is going to probably come out with one, and Prada and all of them. They're all going to come out with one.
Fanny pack. So I have one, and I wore it, and I got ridiculed by my wife. She's like, "Why are you wearing that outside? You look weird."
I can
and I'm
guarantee
like,
you,
it's practical.
I can guarantee you that you can actually buy one at probably Walmart.
All right.
Now, a trend that I know that's coming in is skateboards. Skateboards are in.
Skateboards. I thought they were always in.
They always are in.
Actually,
but there's a new type of skateboard that's out now that only has 2 wheels.
Well,
It's
all
like
these
a scooter.
crazy new skateboards are coming out. They're called hoverboards and stuff.
No, it's not no hoverboard.
It's not a hoverboard.
No, it's a 2-wheel skateboard, and it's not the one that's kind of broken up in the middle that you kind of twist your body and you go zigzag.
Oh, yeah, wiggle.
No, this one you're just gliding.
It's not battery operated?
No, well, it is battery operated. This one you charge and everything. But this one it's like a power scooter, just without the scooter part on the top, and you have to keep your balance. The front wheel it swivels, so you can turn which way, and the back wheel, only one right in the middle of the board, the same size as a regular skateboard, and the back wheel is actually pushing you.
So it's a skateboard.
It's I don't know the name of it. I don't know the name of it, but it's actually it's quite interesting to watch these kids using
there are all
these
kinds
things.
of these weird skateboards out there.
Yeah. Another big topic for today, I don't know if it's huge, but 33 years ago today, on June the 8th in 1984, Gremlins and Ghostbuster was released.
Now that is cool.
34 years ago today.
34?
34
today,
years
another
ago.
anniversary.
June 8th, 1984.
June 8th. And were you in the movie theater when Gremlins came out?
I was. Yes, I was. I'm not on the release date, but I did go see it in the movie theaters. And it was kind of freaky when I was younger, so it was pretty
It was an actually freaky movie.
It was
and it was crazy, that movie.
So,
and you actually have some Gremlins here.
We got
see,
Gizmo here, and we got
look at all these
Stripe.
crazy dolls. Do you find these nowadays?
You can. It's hard. It's hard to find these things, but you can find them. I mean, look at the little ET there. That's amazing.
Well, we got, what was this guy's name anyways? The one with the that's Mohawk, isn't it?
Yeah, no, that's Stripe. This
Stripe.
is Stripe. Oh yeah, Stripe is awesome.
Now that is cool.
Yeah, and then you have here. You have who do you think this is?
We love all these
Beetlejuice.
cool retro movie toys that you bring in here.
Oh, you know what? We have
What other
another
things
good
you got
friend
there?
of ours.
Oh my God!
Alf.
Look at that. See,
Who remembers Alf out there?
some people out there are going, "That's just a teddy bear." No,
it's not a teddy bear.
That's
this is Alf.
a TV show character.
This was a TV show, and you could not get these anywhere. And I love this, and my son loves this thing. And you know what? This will probably be handed down from generation to generation because you cannot find this anywhere.
Now look at that thing. That's crazy, isn't it?
This is
Alf.
probably over 30 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, this is.
These bring
pretty
back
cool.
so many memories for
that's
people when
really
you see
cool.
these.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
So we'll go get into movies right now. We'll tell you what's coming out this Friday. The Mummy is coming out with Tom Cruise in it. Megan Levy with Kate Mara. And The Hunter's Prayer with Sam Worthington. And The Hunter's Prayer is actually I think it's going to be a fantastic movie. But being released the same time as Megan Levy and The Mummy, it might not do that well. Unfortunately, because not a lot of people know about The Hunter's Prayer.
I've never really heard of that.
Is
this like a sequel from another movie?
No, it's not a sequel.
Is
or
it a
anything,
new
but
genre coming out? What is it?
It's Sam Worthington. He's a hired assassin.
Okay.
He's hired by some guy or something to go and kill a young woman, a young girl. He goes and she asks, "Are you going to kill me?" And he basically says yes. And he can't go through with it. So what does he do? He saves her, and then he goes after the people who hired him to kill her.
The Hunter's Prayer.
So, yeah.
Thriller action, 1 hour, 31 minutes.
Yeah.
Initial release, June 9th, 2017, USA.
Tomorrow, yes. With Sam Worthington.
And what other movies was Sam in?
Oh, Sam's been in a number of them.
Well, that's a bit familiar.
Oh yeah, he's been in Salvation, Terminator Salvation. He's been in The Ledge. He's been in he's been in a number of movies. He's a very big actor.
Okay.
Staying in with the trend right now and staying in with like all the big actors. George Clooney just had his twins.
Congratulations.
On Tuesday, George Clooney and his wife Amal.
It feels like they were just married.
Yeah, I know. Eh?
And they're always on a cruise.
They just had their twins. Their son's name is Alexander and daughter's name is Ella. They were born on Tuesday, June the 6th, which was just this Tuesday that just passed. So I'd like to say congratulations to you, George, and all the best of luck now at your age. Having two twins, that's going to be fun for you.
What are the odds?
I guess, you know what, I don't think we're going to see...
What are the odds?
Yeah, I don't know.
Say that?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if we're going to be seeing George in too many upcoming movies. He's going to be quite busy with those twins.
Now, you were talking about
Phil
The
Collins.
Mummy. The Mummy, right?
What about
that?
The Mummy?
Well, that's an exciting movie.
Yeah, The Mummy is
a big
with
change.
Tom Cruise. Yes. Yeah.
What happened to Brendan Fraser?
Yeah, I don't know. He just, I guess he wasn't signed up for it anymore. Tom Cruise took over.
2, 3 with Brendan Fraser? Mummy
Brendan
1,
Fraser,
number 2.
Number 3 was, they did. Brendan and Jet Li was in number 3 when it was in Asia. Yep.
They've already gave out, Rotten Tomatoes already gave their percentage.
Yeah, what was their percentage?
21%.
Wow.
That's pretty low.
That is very low. That is very low.
IMDb, 6.5 out of 10.
Wow, okay. So that's not too bad, 6.5 out of 10. But Megan Levy is another one with Kate Mara, I think is kind of a drama, adventure kind of action movie.
I know.
I think it's it's an army version one with about a dog and some post-traumatic stress disorder, and something happens to her. Her dog keeps on working, but she's honorably discharged, something of that sort, and then she fights to get her dog back. But
that was a good fantasy series, The Mummy. I always enjoyed every one.
The Mummy is
it was like a good versus evil flick.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think Tom Cruise should do well in that.
It should be interesting.
He brings a good drama.
Strange, but we'll see what it... Yeah. Well, I mean, you gotta like Tom Cruise to like his movies, right? So everybody...
That's a good summer movie, The Mummy.
It could be. But Rotten Tomatoes giving it's only 21%.
Well, they've already done 3, right?
Crazy.
So they kind of like
this
slows
is a remake,
down.
Another remake of it. So let's keep moving.
That's exciting,
here.
though. I kind of feel I can't wait to see that movie.
All right, so we'll keep moving here. Phil Collins in the news.
Phil Collins?
Phil Collins.
Now, why is he in the news?
Phil Collins in the news because he's on his tour. His tour's name is Not Dead Yet Live.
What?
The tour name that he's on, that he's doing, is called Not Dead Yet Live.
And that's
the tour's name.
That's a tag because you thought he was dead?
No, that's his tour's name, right? So what happened is Phil Collins was in his hotel room, and he's on his tour. He had back surgery. I guess maybe in the middle of the night he had to go to the washroom, but he didn't make it. He tripped. He got maybe dizzy of some sort or something. He tripped. He hit his head on a chair.
And he didn't die.
He hit his hair on the chair and actually split himself close to his eye, quite deep. They said it was quite big gash. He was rushed to the hospital. They were keeping their eye on him for 24 hours observation. He should be good, but he apologizes to everybody to say sorry that that he kind of has to postpone his tour, but he is going to make it up, and he's going to make sure that everybody gets to see him who paid for him.
I loved his Superman movie theme song.
He's fantastic.
Classic 80s song.
But you know what, Phil Collins, you think of Phil Collins, he's an awesome performer, first of all, an amazing drummer. Phil Collins, him doing all the Disney movie songs, those songs are unbelievable.
Yep.
I love
those make
his songs.
The movie good theme song.
Here's something that's really funny that's in the news. Nicole Kidman.
Okay, now what's going on now?
Okay, they say of Nicole Kidman that she doesn't know how to clap. They say that she claps.
That's news?
I know, it's so crazy. They say that she claps like a seal. I thought that was baloney.
And we're talking about it.
I looked it up, and they say, and she admitted to it, and so she learned how to clap
she did
properly.
admit that she had drugs or something, or that she had a craving for Cheetos or something.
I don't know how you clap like a seal, but
She didn't know how to clap.
I don't know.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I didn't
thought
know either.
everyone knew how to clap.
She had to learn how to clap, and at the CMT Music Awards, where her husband Keith Urban cleaned
now
up.
that would be interesting.
No.
They win an award and they pan the camera, and she's not. She doesn't know what to do.
No.
Oh, what?
No.
No.
At the CMT Music
Okay,
Awards.
I thought she didn't know how to clap.
No, she learned how to clap for this.
Oh, she learned how to clap.
so,
I'm just saying that'd been funny
basically, with Keith Urban winning and cleaning up at the CMT Music Awards, he cleaned up. He got like 4 or 5 awards, like best male video, best video of the year, best vocalist. He just cleaned up there. Anyways, he thanked every single time. He thanked Nicole Kidman, his significant other right now, and they pan to her, and she's there clapping beautifully, and so she's
showing off that good technique, right? That she learned.
It's amazing. Very funny, very funny. So yeah, that's that. What else do you have there, Cheeks?
Well, we were talking about something the other day about something that we should be doing more of and keeping an eye on recycling and plastic in the environment.
Right.
I remember there was a video that I saw from you that you posted, you shared on Facebook. You wake up in the morning, you see these crazy Facebook or whatever stories, and you're like, really? We're talking about
this? I post a lot of things like that, but tell me.
Well, okay, so all this plastic that's floating around and going in the oceans is accumulated, and we're going to have a problem. We know it's already a problem, and it was just recently there was a whale in the news that was washed up, and it was full of plastic.
Oh man, I didn't even know that. Wow.
Yeah, that was in the news. And it's happening a lot with mammals and fish.
Absolutely.
And because it's the food chain. They eat, they start off on the little bacteria, then they go to krill, and then little fish, and then bigger fish, and then a bigger fish you get, they're all accumulating more and more from everything they eat to get to the point they can't get rid of it.
Yeah.
And it's stuck in their body, and then they're not reproducing, and then they eventually die from just whatever.
And it's not just them eating it. It's also, you see turtles and people throwing, when you buy cans of beer or cans of bottles of pop, and they got the plastic that's holding them together, the rings, right? Well, people grab those and they just throw them, and they get washed up in the ocean.
Right.
Now, I saw a turtle that had his neck inside one of those and his arm inside another one, and he was stuck there, and he couldn't do nothing, and literally he was going to die if you don't help them and intervene. And you're not allowed to actually touch certain sea turtles in certain areas, but if you don't, it's going to die.
So hold that thought. I'm going to show you something.
Okay.
Because this brings kind of like an example, a visual example of what we're talking about with plastic.
We will be right back after these commercial breaks. Stay tuned. Okay, thank you for tuning back in. That was our commercial break.
So I have something I was going to show you.
Okay.
Now this is a plastic hanger.
Right.
Okay. And notice it's plastic. But what I noticed when I was looking at this...
Hence the plastic hanger.
The plastic hanger. And we have lots of this stuff hanging around. This actually was from some socks that I got.
Socks? That's a big pair of socks. That's huge.
Those little ones, those little knee highs for summer. Because it's summertime, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
How many pairs of socks?
Well, there was 6 actually.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. 3 on each. Right on.
But there was no triangle symbol on this thing for recycling.
Right.
So what do I do with it?
I throw it in the garbage.
And there's another problem.
Unfortunately. But you know what? I think you would probably throw that in a recycle bin. I think they would take it most likely. It is plastic. But you know what? Sometimes they don't. If you throw a plastic bag in the recycle bin, they will not take the recycling bin.
On the bottom of this yogurt container, there's the triangle, number 4.
Yes, you do.
Plastic. So we recycle these, but we're having so many products now that we have in the environment that they're not recyclable. So what are we doing with it? Why do we even have it? They should be mandating maybe that if you're going to make plastic, it should be recyclable.
Yeah.
And we got to start this soon. Make these things all recyclable.
Not just that, we need styrofoam and all that stuff. You know, styrofoam goes into our landfills and it's filling up and doing nothing. It's just sitting there rotting. It actually just disintegrates down to methane.
Yeah.
It actually turns into methane.
And we get all this stuff from overseas, and it's some whatever products there. There could be cheap products or whatever, but all that packaging, what are we doing about it? We have the opportunity to say, no, don't put this stuff in there. If we can't recycle it, it shouldn't be used in packaging, because what do we do? We're creatures of habit. If we can't dump it in a recycling bin and they can't recycle it, what's going to happen? We will probably just throw it in the garbage, because that's how we're wired.
And we'll just continue on with some of the other topics that we have.
So what else we got going on? We were just talking about plastic.
And the last thing that I have to talk about with you guys, and this is a big item for me, and it's a big deal for me, is the news on TV.
Yes, that crazy news.
Do you watch the news every day? And if you do, why do you watch it? Why do you watch the news?
Why do we watch the news?
I'd like to know the answer to why you watch the news. Because you know what? What's on the news? There's nothing on the news. All that's on the news is deaths, killing, bombings, negativity. Negativity. So nothing positive.
Why would we watch the news? We asked the question, and if I was going to answer the question, it's probably we would watch the news because we want to know what's going on, so we don't feel like we've missed something. You don't want to be left out when someone says, "Did you hear about that?" Like, we got that thirst for, almost that thirst of things that we should know about. It's intriguing, but yes, it's all negative.
Yeah.
And they're always pushing the negative out there. And where's the happy news? So we need more happy news.
Absolutely. Like, you know, someone saved a killer whale, or someone saved this, or someone helped this old lady cross the road. Who cares what it is, right? It's something positive. Nothing's out there positive. But I'm going to tell you one thing. You know, those suicide bombers and everything out there that they get all the press and everything, and I hate that, because you know what? We're enabling them. We're giving them satisfaction. They're publicizing it, and they shouldn't even publicize it. Forget them. Yes, it is a big tragedy. Yes, I agree that it's a tragedy that people die because of them or because of what's happening out there, and there are wars and stuff like that. And yes, but you know what? If it's not concerning you,
don't keep playing it, because you keep playing it, and it keeps going to the top, and then more people want to be in the news and be publicized. Yeah. So we just keep reinforcing all that negativity and out there. And when do we stop that? Well, probably because they think ratings is pushing everything. Yeah, and that's why there's no happy news.
Absolutely.
They don't think it's going to be a big ratings thing with showing happy things.
Well, people think, that, why is the world the way it is? Well, you know what? The way it is because we make it that way. We interpret news to be the way it all is, and it is. It's all negative, and you know what? It brings you down, and when you're down, it brings other people down, and it's just a chain, right? It's just a complete chain, and it's a shame. I say, if you have something good to say about somebody, or go out there one thing every day, do something good for one person every day. I remember yesterday I went to the variety store. Someone didn't have enough money. They were short like 45 cents or something. I gave the guy 50 cents. And it made that guy's day. I swear, it made me happy. Yeah. It made me feel good, and it helped that guy out, and he appreciated it so much.
You just probably set off a chain reaction
and
for that day.
And he had a happy day, and he's going to do something
else for someone else. Now, if you do a little bit of that every day, and just find one good thing that you can do for the day. Yeah. Holding a door open.
Oh, yeah.
It goes a long way. Sure. Giving a compliment.
Smile.
Don't always think about yourself. Always try to say, what can I do to help somebody out there? And do it.
Yeah.
That's a great thing about you talk about the news, because it is getting depressing out there.
It's getting
How many
very
people
depressing.
are watching, say, cable news anymore? Because it's been a big turnaround in the news where people have been going to other sources now because maybe they just feel like they need some alternative. Maybe it's just not happy for them. And now most people get their news, they're on their phones. They don't watch TV anymore and get their news.
Well, I'll tell you.
And a lot of people don't have an idea what's going on because they're not watching news.
Yeah. But I'll tell you three animals that were on the extinction list that are off the extinction list now that nobody even knows about. The elephants, the African elephants, are off the extinction list.
Didn't know that.
They are back now in the wild because there are over a certain number of them. I think it's over 100 and some odd. Panda bears. Pandas are back.
I didn't know that either. Panda bears? I thought they were very rare.
They were, and they started mating.
They're breeding
them now. They started breeding, yes, and now they're breeding by themselves, and they're actually mating, and they're expanding.
The pandas were here in Toronto.
They were, and they still are.
They bred here.
Yep.
Or
absolutely.
Did they breed them here?
Yep. They bred some here. Yep.
Yeah, there was a big thing in the news here about the pandas in Toronto
and
the Toronto Zoo.
And the Siberian tigers.
No,
Siberian
those
tigers.
I thought were pretty much extinct.
Yeah, but they're not anymore. There's over 150 of them now, so they're off the extinction list.
That doesn't seem like a lot.
No, but you know what? They are mating. So they are mating, and that means that once they hit that number, they're off the extinction list.
So the number is 150?
For certain
animals.
For certain animals, of course, right?
And they don't talk about that in the news.
No, they never talk about that kind of stuff in the news. That's a shame, It really is a shame.
Well, it's good to know.
Yeah, there we go. That's amazing.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. That's amazing crazy. I also have, I don't know
oh
if
my
you
God.
This thing here, right?
That's some crazy stuff.
This is something that, when I was a kid, this was really fun to do.
Oh my gosh! See that? Oh, it even smells nasty. It just, wow. That'll make you lose your hair. The chemicals coming off of that. Look at that. But that's definitely fun. Yes, that's definitely fun.
But it's easy to clean up because it rolls into a ball, right?
Ghostbusters slimed.
It is easy to clean up, everybody.
I thought this was that cheese, that air compressed stringable cheese in a can that we can't find in Canada.
Yeah, we don't have that. That's for
Only
sure.
the cool snacks are in the States.
Yeah.
Everything here has to go through like rigorous testing,
Yeah,
and then they take all the taste out of the food.
Yeah.
Now that's crazy. Where'd you get that?
You can get this at any dollar store now, Dollarama, $1 or $2. It's,
and before,
really cool.
the only place we could get that was those like Spencer's Gifts.
Or the party stores.
Those party store places.
Yeah, but now you can get them everywhere now.
Good old dollar stores,
oh,
eh?
You gotta love them, right?
You can get
There's a lot of
anything
stuff
there.
out there. Oh, yeah, you can get a lot of things there. So, that being said, we are going to we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Oh god, they're so happy. What the freak is that?
Charge it up! Charge it up!
No, okay,
Do not do this at home.
Say goodbye, everybody.
And we're back. Thank you to our local sponsors. So we like to just let you guys know out there that we were out and about at a car show just recently. We do have some footage of that. We will be showing you some footage of that, not in this episode per se, but we will make an episode, just a quick episode of that of our experience out there.
Yeah.
Also,
we like to have fun, and we're out there. There's local events going on.
Yeah.
And we love
Absolutely.
cars.
We love cars.
So check out the One's Vehicle event. It was held in at the Rock recently, and we were there with Gary Semenek, and he was one of the sponsors of the show with his wife Gina.
Yeah.
And so check that out. It was a lot of fun. And recently also, we were just at a movie.
We just did a movie review, Wonder Woman movie review. So check that one out too. That one's posted. We interviewed a few people right after the movie. We did a few little segments quickly on our way there in the car.
Interactive stuff of the theater.
Yeah, so yeah, check that one out too. That one's pretty neat. And then
check
let
out
us know. I don't think a lot of you guys know that there is actually a poll in our first episode, the blue pill, red pill. So go in the top right-hand corner. There's a little icon there. Click on that. There's a poll there. Let us know what you guys think of that poll. Red pill, blue pill. Okay, so let's get some interactions going there, guys. And yeah, that's
yeah. You guys know how to send us a comment. You can email us at thegoodguyschannel@gmail.com.
Right, and we have a Twitter account and we have our YouTube channel. So that being said,
And what was the Twitter name again? Was
Good Guys Show.
Good Guys Show.
Oh, you got me there. At the Good Guys, at the Good Guys Show. There we go. He's our technical guy.
Oh, this is our second talk show. Always having fun.
You have to have fun. If you don't have fun,
you never know what Joey's going to bring for us.
That's
with
right.
all these cool things.
I do have show and tell every time.
You have something that you didn't put on here.
Which one? Oh,
The Hulkster!
Yes, this is an original from the
Now,
80s,
look
too.
at that. That's cool.
And I
What else you got?
show you here. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. If any of you guys remember that was also a B film. Not a lot of people liked it. Same as Pluto Nash, right?
Oh
The
my
Adventures of
God!
Pluto Nash.
Don't bring that up
But
again.
This Killer Clowns from Outer Space, an awesome movie. I loved it. Yes, it's a B film, and that doesn't really matter to me, but I still love that.
You got
Who knows?
something else?
I got one more thing. I
One
think.
more?
Oh, maybe two more things.
What is that?
Oh, what is it?
Oh, it's a Pink Panther.
Yeah, he was pretty cool.
And who remembers the Pink Panther
I don't
movies?
know, man, but Pink Panther, he was awesome. Pink
Panther cartoon.
Yep, and then we have one more thing.
All right, more.
One more thing. Oh, who knows what this is?
Well, I don't know. Would American audience know that, or just the Canadian audience?
The Canadian audience would definitely know what this is.
I don't know if they were in the USA at all.
don't
Maybe
know.
they were Pokeroo.
Pokeroo.
But that's an oldie.
Polka dot door. Yeah.
That's an oldie
Yeah.
kids show.
This was fun when I was in kindergarten, man. I used to.
Now
this guy's in great shape.
is retro,
This is very retro. Pokeroo.
and that's Crazy Doll. Well,
Okay, well
that was
being
awesome,
said,
Joey.
And every day, every time that we have our show, I will bring something. Joe's show and tell. You never know what I have in my corner.
I hope there's nothing moving over there.
Oh, there might be something there. But thank you for joining us for this episode. I'm Joey Ladle Jr.
So everyone, live life loud. Cheers and cheeks out.
Joey out.